What is up, you gorgeous, fabulous creatures, and welcome to another week of the All New Losing It podcast. You're here with Kylie Pax, Australia's emotional eating coach, and I'm going to start today's podcast with a warning. This episode is not for the faint of heart. If you do not want to change your life, then tune out now. If you don't want to make progress in your life, stop listening now. If you don't want to lose weight, stop listening now. Go eat some fucking chocolate and enjoy your little la-la dreamland, because I'm about to kick your booty in gear and tell you exactly what you need to hear. You may not like it. You probably won't like it, but it's what you need to hear in order to progress in your weight loss, break up with emotional eating, and as I always say, create a body that is more delicious than a hot fudge sundae, because you get to do it all on your fucking terms. So let's dive in today, my loves, because what I'm going to do today is give you the wake-up call you need to create the ultimate plot twist in your life. I've been thinking about this so much, and listen, you're probably going to hear me in my, I swear I'm undiagnosed ADHD. Like, I talk really fast and I get really aggressive when I'm trying to make a point. So you're going to have to strap yourself in, because we are going for it today. When I've been thinking about this over the past week, I've really given myself a good ass kicking because I've needed it. Yes, I've always been a very driven person, but I've always also been a poor me, can someone rescue me? It's so hard for me person. And I will fucking wallow in my own bullshit stories and blame a lot of my discomfort on, but it's so busy, or it's so hard, or I don't understand, or why do I have such a sweet tooth? Why do I feel this compulsion to eat all the time? Like, why? And I wasn't asking the better question, which is, if this is the case, like, let's play devil's advocate. If this is the case and my life is so hard and things are so busy and I'm just so stressed, that's all fucking fine. But what was I going to do about it? I'm going to ask you the same question. What the fuck are you doing about it, sis? What are you doing about it? Are you going to sit there and listen to your bullshit stories and just then wonder why, when December rolls around this year, you're still in the same damn place and promising yourself as you're clinking champagne glasses together with your besties, woo girl, 2024 is going to be our year. It's going to be amazing. We're going to do fabulous things. I'm going to lose this weight, stop emotional eating. I'm going to stop drinking, smoking, whatever is going on. You don't fucking do it. You don't, because you haven't changed who you are on the inside. You are still carrying the same fucking baggage that you've carried with you the whole way through to this point in your life. And then you wonder why you find it so hard to change when it comes to stopping emotional eating, losing the weight that you want to lose, just getting in shape, doing anything. It doesn't even have to be breaking up with emotional eating. You want to leave the job, you want to leave the partner, you want to fucking have kids, not have kids, but you haven't changed your mindset. You haven't changed who you are on the inside. So you wonder why nothing is changing in your life. Why do I feel like I keep wanting to revert back to my old bad habits, Kylie? I just want to get rid of these habits. You haven't changed how you're thinking. You are still carrying your bullshit thought patterns with you and trying to move forward. It is like filling a suitcase with boulders and wondering why it's so hard for you to progress in life. Of course it's fucking hard. You're carrying a load of heavy shit with you. So first of all, let me calm down for a second. Like I said, if you didn't want to be yelled at today, this is not the podcast for you to be listening to. We are going to be creating the ultimate plot twist in your life. Now, I've never really had anyone in my life that didn't believe in me, but I also didn't really have anyone that did believe in me. I don't feel like, perhaps I did, I wouldn't fucking know. Nobody gave me any information like that. I was never told, you're so great, you're amazing, you can do big things. No, I wasn't told that. I was told, go get a job and play it safe. Don't do anything out of the box. Color inside the lines and don't do anything to rattles any cages. Just be very quiet. Be very vanilla. Be vanilla, because vanilla is safe. It's a safe flavor. Let's all agree. Vanilla's a very safe flavor. There's nobody that doesn't really like vanilla. There's other flavors that could be more polarizing. Vanilla's not one of them. So I was taught to be vanilla. But at this stage now, I'm starting to get a little pissed off with my own blandness and blahness. I'm like, that is some fucking bullshit advice. What I love, my parents were the greatest parents in the world. My upbringing was a Disney movie. That's not what I'm saying. And you don't have to inspire your kids to go and be a fucking rocket scientist. It's also not what I'm saying. But it is on you. Whatever your upbringing was, is over now. You're a grown-ass adult. You're listening to this fucking podcast, you're a grown-ass adult. You're a grown-ass fucking dynamic woman. And if you are here today, you have the ability and the cognitive wherewithal to make the changes that you need to make in your life. And if you don't know how, then we have the fucking internet. There is literally no excuses today. I got in my car to go to the gym, and as I'm driving, the wipers have perished. The windscreen wipers have perished. So it was raining. It's fucking raining because we're still moving into our warmer season here. So there was rain, and I had to turn the wipers on, and they were like making that noise as they were going across the windscreen back and forwards. I'm like, shit. When I was married, my then husband, listen, I mean, the man may have had many faults, as I'm sure I did too, but he took care of me. I was treated like a princess. In fact, that was my nickname. He called me princess. He treated me like a princess. Anything I need, he made it happen. He would come home after an exhausting, long 20-hour day at work and ask me, does your car need fuel? And if I said yes, he would get back in, go off to the fuel station and fill the car with fuel. He would, you're crying now, you're thinking, where is this man? Is he single? Like, how can I find him? Listen, he was absolutely fabulous, but he would also go then in the morning on the cold mornings, and he would go put my car in the driveway, turn it on, put the heaters on and leave it running for me. And he would come back inside and say, here you go, the car's all nice and warm for you. And you're thinking, what the fuck? Why did you leave this man? Obviously, bigger issues were at play. So I'm just going to leave it there. But the reason I tell you this was I never had to worry about things like windscreen wipers. It was just not even on my radar. But this morning I get in the damn car and these things are clonk, clonk, clonk across the windscreen. I thought, fuck, like I need to get some windscreen wipers. I've literally never done this in my life. Pretty fucking shameful, to be fair. 52 years old, never changed a windscreen wiper, never touched a thing on a car, don't know how. And I said to myself, okay, well, clearly step number one is to go to an automotive shop and find out how to buy your windscreen wipers. But then I just told myself, and then, honey, you fucking YouTube it, because you are a strong, capable, independent woman who can do this shit themselves. I don't need a man. I don't need a man. I have a man. I want a man. I love him. He's beautiful. Phil is an angel. But I don't need him to do shit for me. That's the absolute difference. So the theme this week is personal accountability and responsibility. If there is any fucking thing in your life that you don't like right now, that's on you. I'm just calling it out. That's on you. And now so many of you thinking, but I'm sick, Kylie, or I've got depression. Is that on me? No, the things that befall you, clearly, I mean, unless you did something to instigate it, but that is not something that you have made happen, but what you make happen next, that's on you. So there is literally no angle that you can look at your life and say, truly I'm a victim. And please understand when I say this is relating to weight loss, to emotional eating. I'm not talking about more hypersensitive issues like molestation or rape or no, that's not what this podcast is about. So don't come at me with all of those types of things. You understand the theme of the topic. Again, I know you're extremely intelligent because you're here. So if you, like me, have never really had anyone to hype you up and really make you believe in yourself, that's now on you. It's on you. If you want somebody to support you, that's probably not going to happen. Again, another tactic I used for weight loss over the years, I told my husband in the past, oh, don't bring that food into the house or hide the food from me. What a bullshit way to live. I'm basically putting the responsibility for my joy, happiness, and self-control onto somebody else. You have your own damn self-control. Don't even try and tell me that you don't. This is how I know you have self-control around food. If you are going to sit there and try and tell me I can't control myself around pizza, chips, cookies, cake, ice cream, I'm calling that out. I'm calling BS on that. This is how I know. If I bought your kryptonite food into your house and gave it to you, let's just say I give you the most delicious ice cream, if that's your thing. I bring ice cream into your house and you're all excited. I say, honey, you're going to love this. It's got no calories and it will actually make you skinny. It's the best ice cream in the world. You taste it and you think, oh my God, I can't control myself around this ice cream. It's so good. And then you say, well, wow, Kylie, so how did you make this? And I tell you, well, the secret ingredient is dog shit. are you going to now think that you can't control yourself around that ice cream? I think you're going to fucking control yourself real fast. You can control yourself. Don't tell yourself bullshit stories that you can't. That is not conducive or productive to where you're trying to go and the identity that you're trying to create for yourself. So this week, I want to give you a wake-up call. So many of us, especially as the week gets to like Thursday, Friday, start to tell ourselves bullshit stories. Well, it's the end of the week. I deserve something. I've been so quote unquote good all week. Again, that is not productive. You are telling yourself that when you eat on track, on plan, or you eat good, wholesome foods, that you've been good, which clearly means that when you go partying or eating something, anything, a fucking cookie, now you are bad. Oh, it's so bad. I've been so bad by eating this. You think that's fucking funny? That's not funny. You're telling your subconscious brain that this is who you are. You're a person who's shamed and ashamed of food, doing shameful things by eating the food. Your subconscious brain doesn't know the fucking difference. Are you going to decide that you want to be a woman of power, or are you going to play this bullshit victim card ongoing? Because if you don't step into the fullness of the potential that you have, you are going to get 50, 60, 70 years old and think, shit, if only I had started earlier. Why didn't I do it? We all know the famous quote, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. If you haven't had your shit together up until now, the best time to start is now. If you haven't been able to master your mindset, do the things you want to do, come on. Hello, I'm going to say it again. I say it every fucking week, but I'm going to say it again. KyliePax.com/free course. If you haven't taken my free course yet, I give you everything it's more value. In the steps that I give you is exactly what I did to lose 20 kilos. Okay, you know that. I've told you that 1,000 times. But it is 100% more value than you get in anybody else's paid course, and I will take that to the bank. Like, what I give you in this course is 10x what you'll get in somebody else's paid course. I'm telling you, other paid courses are bullshit. What I have here for you, and it's free, is the gold that you need to start making progress now and for the remainder of the year. So you think you've got time. You think it's Thursday, it's Friday, I'll just dial it in for this weekend and I'll start again on Monday. What the fuck kind of attitude or type of thinking is that? You know what that is? That's a fucking type of thinking that a loser has. That's the type of thinking that a person has when they want to stay stuck in their miserable cycle of self-pity and self-loathing and hating themselves because they overate on the weekend again. And they're going to promise themselves they're going to start on Monday again. But I'm so sorry. Isn't that the same thing that you said last Monday and the Monday before and the Monday before that? Wake the fuck up, princess. This is not a game. This is your life. This is your life. Are you going to just dial it in every time things get hard, or are you going to create the kind of character that can handle challenges, whether it be food or otherwise, and move forward and progress in your life to become the full potential that you have inside of you and everything you've ever dreamed of being? So listen, I say this to you with the ultimate amount of love, but I know ultimately nobody wants their cage rattled. We want our excuses validated. And we want that rush of dopamine when somebody goes, yeah, I know, it is so hard. It is so hard for you, isn't it? But I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it anymore. This is the way I sit back and talk to myself, and I talk to other people in my world, but I haven't previously unleashed it. There's been glimpses of it on social, but not really. Not to the fullness of how I conduct myself and talk in my real life. Listen, I have loads of self-pity in my thinking still, but I'm just reaching a place and a point where I won't tolerate it. I won't, because it's held me back for too many years, and I don't want that anymore. You have a choice. You absolutely have a choice. You can sit in those stories that you have previously concocted for yourself, because you have. They're not true. They're not fucking things. You're not so broken that you can't move forward now. That is not a fucking thing. You have the ability and the capability to move forward. If you are not doing it, it's a choice, and that's on you. So my guiding light, my big belief that I've been carrying forward, I don't know, maybe for the last 18 months, and listen, you can't tell me this isn't true. I 100% believe that this is true. And I, again, would fight people on this. If you have the ability and the capability to do better than you are right now in any area of your life, not just talking about emotional eating, food choices, any fucking area, if you are able to do better, you have a moral and a societal obligation to do better. So with that, I'm going to give you the tool that I use, and it's really simple. All you need to do is ask yourself, how would I need to set up my life to make the goals that I want to achieve in the next day, week, month, year easier and simpler? And again, this is what I say with my eating codes in the free course. I give them to you for free. KyliePax.com/free course. The point of the eating codes, there is 5 of them. And the point of them is that they make everything else so simple in your life. They allow you to work smarter, not harder. And that is what I want for you. I know I gave you a huge ass kicking today. And if you're still here now, I'm sending you the clapping hand emojis because was a tough one for anybody, even myself. It's a tough one to listen to. I take this on board myself too. I'm not just saying it to you. This is for me. This is for everybody. We have to do better if you want better for your life. I truly, truly, truly used to believe that fabulous things were just going to fall on me like a fucking Disney movie. And it took me a long time to realize that isn't the case. That if I want it, I have to get up and go get it. And not only do I have to go get it, I have to work for it. I'm not talking about even time or monetary exchange. I really am talking about the exchange of uncomfortable feelings for what you actually want in your life. That's how you get it. You don't get the good, amazing, incredible things because they fall on you from the sky or Harry Potter visits you in the night. Again, not a thing. You get them because you have seen your way through the discomfort and the uncomfortable feelings. And on the other side of that is the dream life. But there's no way to skirt around it and try and find a shortcut. You have to go through. Otherwise, it isn't worth getting. If you're not prepared to go through the discomfort of saying no to yourself sometimes or whatever you have to do, then it's not worth getting, and just let it go and move on. So with that, my loves, I'm sending you, as I always do, tremendous amounts of love. And of course, please do remember, never has this been more pertinent than now. The only person who has the power to change your life is you. When you step up, stop making excuses, take full ownership for every area of your life and understand that where you are today is because of the choices that you've made in the past. And don't sit there and now feel fucking sorry for yourself. You have the ability to change it right now in this moment and change the entire trajectory of your life. That's when you've got what it takes. I'm sending you tremendous amounts of love. I will see you again next week. Until then, gorgeous ones. Bye for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to shimmy your butt over to KyliePax.com/free course and sign up for my free weight loss training so you can start losing your weight now. You'll also find helpful notes and resources in my past podcasts that will help you lose your weight without the BS diet drama. I'll see you next week.